Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one and only SiloMan, coming from an underground launch control facility in a former Atlas F intercontinental ballistic missile site outside of Roswell, New Mexico, USA. For the next 13 minutes, please sit back and relax, and I'll take you through some of the photographs that have been taken and the work that we've done on this site for the last 20 years. As you can see, we've got the entryway here. We're finishing up on the grading around the entryway. We're cutting down the salt cedars. You can see the culminator site pad. You can see the air washers that were originally on level 1 of the silo there in the background. And as we're coming around, you can see how we're starting to dress the rest of the property. And we're just piling up the mesquite in certain areas. It's looking at the silo. We call the silo cap area. There's on the right is the fill and vent shaft. And we're hauling a little water because we're flushing some of the lines. It's on the south side of the property. So we're coming on around, looking to the southeast. And you can see the fence line there on your left. There's the corner in the northeast corner as it comes around. You see right there's a stanchion in that photograph, and what really that is, it's for an original, what we called a Christmas tree antenna, which was an HF antenna. It's of course been removed. And I didn't want to put the new one that far away from the entryway, so I went ahead and moved it. You can see some of the additional work that we're doing there on the clearing. Got the water tank in. And I'm starting to open up the escape shaft. On the access road. And here we've opened up the escape shaft. We're looking down. Got a pretty good rain. It's very nice because you'll see how nice and settled the ground is starting to become. We're running a line right now for communication over to the tower, and we're utilizing part of what was originally the communication line from the upper level of the control center to a telephone pole, believe it or not, which had phone communication. We're running it nearly in the same direction, and we're going to come out there at the tower, and that's what we're going to provide Wi-Fi and different things up on the tower. You can see where we're running the lines now. They've torn out a section of it, so we're putting back a section in PVC. Looking at the entryway, see where we brought out all of that dirt, so it's coming along nicely the way we're packing it in. I put these ventilators just simply on top of the vents, and the rationale is it creates a low pressure, so you get an automatic draft, and it makes it really nice. So we bring in that nice cool air from the silo, open it up, and bring it all the way in and throughout the site, and then up and out. Again, some of the backfilling we're doing in the big pit. We went ahead and put up it used to be a dog run, and we're putting that around the entryway for right now, just to keep people out. And we're working on the escape shaft. Bringing in some of the handrail for the stairwell. There's the sewer manhole going to the septic tank. Again, that was the casing for a test well. We'll be removing all of that. You can see the short stub up there. That's the air intake shaft for the LCC. And there we're lowering down some of the equipment we're going to be using in the upper level of the control center. Those are some of the electrical pieces we'll be running. In the background you can see Sierra Blanca and Capitan. Again, coming on around the septic tank in the background. Water treatment facility looking towards the west. And that's that parking area that we really wanted extended out. And the rationale was we come in with trucks, with trailers, different pieces of equipment, and made it for a nice turnaround. Again, more backfilling. And looking over there towards the cooling tower pad that right now we're just utilizing for storage. This is the front fence line along the highway. And we're going ahead and clearing out some of that because we're going to be putting in a new gate. It was taken out. The original gate was taken out when they widened the highway. Here's looking down in the comm manhole. We've still got some water down there. We'll be flushing it again. Putting in a small sump pump. And there we're backfilling that comm line. You can see how we run it. We just come out and go straight up the tower. And that's the thing. Here, more backfill. You can see that finally that hill of dirt's starting to shrink. So it is working. You'll notice the big concrete pads down there. We just went ahead and threw those down in the pits. They used to be sitting up on the surface, but there was no reason to utilize them anymore. That was for the tipsy antenna that went around in different directions around the site. And you can see how everything's narrowed down here. Escape shaft. And you can see we're painting it. More backfilling. That's up near the highway. And you can see how we've cleared it on each side of the access road, clear of the highway. Originally, there was a fence on each side of the access road. Water treatment facility in the background. And those are the two pads that held water tanks. That would be the original fence line for the main gate. You can see where the main gate rolled along that. Here's the opening where one of the steel tanks was sitting on that BO2. And we're just digging out the mesquite. And we're going to build an exterior fence out around the entryway to include the tower and some of the others, so you can see where we're placing the poles and welding them together. Believe it or not, this was just simply old drilling pipe. I think it was 1 7/8 in different sections, and we just welded it together, made a frame, and then came back with a heavy gauge fencing. Here's some of the pieces for what you're going to see of this sewer sump cover in the bottom of the stairwell. And we just finished the undercoat, and we're putting on the first color coat of the entryway. Decided to put up a flagpole. And I'm painting some of the pieces for the new sewage sump in the base. There's the bottom for the flagpole. Here was that UHF antenna base, you may recall. I went ahead and filled the concrete in, but the line is plugged that goes from it to the comm manhole, so I went ahead and dug down, cut a hole in it, and flushed it out. And that's where we'll be installing on top of it is going to be the new emergency backup generator. And you can see we got the first flagpole up. We're going to be putting up 3 altogether. And there I'm just painting the exterior of the septic tank, and we're building a couple of the gates right now. We're just doing it out of simple drilling pipe. Putting the barbed wire up. Then there was nothing fancy. Again, I would like to thank everybody. Please subscribe. Hit that bell, and if you'd like to leave a comment, please leave a comment. Would love to hear from you, and thank you.